I am really a man of the people, for the people, and of God, of the spirit of the people, not of this world. And I would like you all to weigh in on whether you think I should focus on the wordplay more, or perhaps they'll just think because I'm a poet and an MC that I'm fixated. When in reality, it's because I am a poet and an MC that I truly appreciate what they're doing. That is my perspective, that is theirs. You ever heard that poetry is of the devil and songs are of the devil? Because some of them are, some of them aren't. And it is pervasive in the academic sector of, religious thought, you might say, to believe that there are shades and there's black and white. And the shades are around where the two overlap. And these people wish to walk that fine line to maintain a balance. Something that only a martial artist can really do effectively, right? And doesn't a tightrope walker, for example, take on martial arts principles? But if you're going to walk a fine line that incorporates all martial arts principles, wouldn't you have to be a great martial arts mind to do it? Instead of, say, a Greco-Roman pedophile who has been whoring us in the church. Why do you think they call it they called him Horus, when we called him Heru, Asar, Aset, Heru, Horus, Osiris, and Isis? Why were they given these names? Why did they say, we shall call it psychiatry? We shall call it psychoanalysis. We're the psycho control freaks who want to splatter your blood all over the city. And of course, we don't have to shoot you ourselves to do it. We'll get your own people to do it. We'll get your own people to do it in abortion clinics, in drive-by shootings, in car accidents when the drugs we sell them cause them to slip. And as we sabotage their lives in ways that on some level they're aware of, but they weren't entirely aware of, we will bring about their demise right here in Cali and call it Cali, as we partially give sacrifices to Cali to make our Indian occult brothers happy. With the beanie or without, ladies, would you rather have sex with me with the beanie on or off? That's one way of saying it. So include my viewers, including the ladies. You want more power? I just gave you a little bit more. This is the old gi, okay? This is the gi I wore in Santa Cruz yesterday. I used to wear this one in my videos, and then after a while, doing combos, it kind of got worn out. So, it's the one I wash all the time. This one I have never washed it, and I wear it briefly when I'm very clean, and it keeps the chi energy in it without being smelly. Now you can think about what you want about it. That's just my little thing, And if I had ladies help me out, maybe you could, find another way we could do this, So it's just, I'm honest, sincere. If anyone got a problem with that, maybe they should lose an ear because they can't hear. They live in conformity and fear. When I live in light, they live in hop. I live in a state where darkness stop. Where I believe in separation, not harmony between good and bad. Harmonizing nature in accordance with God's will, not that which is sad, that which is trash. They once told me there was a Filipina chained in a basement. Psychologists provoke black people. They're Satanists, and they say face it. And some pretend to be good. I'm sure some aren't so bad. But at the end of the day, look at the kind of people they are. Spiritually mad, bonkers, lunatics. They're nuts. How could you not see things like us? You want to whore us, make us sluts, but you're just punks. Less than pups, you lowly hounds. The golden calf, now the bull comes around. I am Heru, Asar, Aset. Speaking of Set, this is what I get for not causing your death. Everyone at your temple, beware. I fight you out of righteous indignation and care against the devil's snares. See their devil hair. That horse. Now my voice, my cap, my hat, the crown, the white crown, the red, upper, lower, African, with his beautiful wife in bed. Those that are jealous want to separate that which they see in the statue symbolically. They're the folly. That bitch Holly. They say, do it our way. Our romance, our devil dance. And if the black man wins, it's because he has devil hands. But no, that's not the truth. They say, no, we don't drug the youth. Okay, maybe we do. But you're not going to beat us. Your dark coon catch a clue. You must have me confused. Does this look like Hollywood? Bright lights, cheap hoes? They sold their soul for a little bit of Caesar's gold. Spartacus, that obnoxious household head. Every servant, along with his wife in bed. Tell him, you, reward them with head. I'm going to reward them with dread. And you will remember every bitter, ferocious, decisive word the top martial artist said. At this point, I would like you all to know that I'm a man of God. I will give you one more chance. The top martial arts challenge is now raised to 10,000 until May. I dare one of you niggas in the future to say he wasn't serious. He just likes to kid and play, like I'm kid and play, like I'm not trained in Northern Cali, around the bay, around the way, where they bring in Ye, CIA, even today. Hey, I just want a kiss from my soulmate's lips before I grab my gun with a falcon grip and touch her falcon hips of a falcon leg right before I dump a falcon clip. Now you're feeling me. Tell Big Mac, look, and I'm a man of God. I can control myself better than anyone. And when I get drunk and high and worked up, I speak quickly. When I'm withdrawing, I speak quickly. But yes, there is a very, very small genetic component about how it expresses itself at times that can be annoying to people. And in the absence of beauty and nice music and fun, when I focus on my enemies, come and gun, it makes it so I say things like, I want to kill more than just some. I'm surrounded by more than just scum. Not every neighbor, but certainly I'm referring to every hater. In the name of Judah, I demand you free Palestine. Before you white Jews get all butthurt. Yeah, I said that. No, I wasn't going to say anything to make you feel better. Just wanted to say that before you got butthurt. And Rothschild, you bitch-ass nigga. I'm not saying that I would still need a death, and that I want to. But there was a good reason people like me used to stone people like you. You used to drag women into the bushes and rape them and kids. Not you, not your family, but people who think like you, who do not truly serve God. You're not a real Jew. You are a pagan dog who escaped his stoning. And if you have any honor, any of you, you will face your punishment and redeem your family name. To make a long story short, they diagnosed me with psychotic features because I was very angry and I was depressed at 13. At 13, Because at 13, I was a real nigga. Imagine 35. So I come home last night, right, to my dad extremely worked up, and he has like a black thing over his shoulder. He's basically going way out of his way to make it seem like I'm a threat and to make me not feel welcome for not taking the drugs, which is disgraceful, as you can imagine, especially how my mom definitively have proven in the interview. And my parents are far from capable of making a decision about my mental health in a rational manner, period. And I have more interviews to that effect as well. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this empty fence here is because my dad took that flimsy, Chinese sword I train with. He took, this decoration sword after my mom, even in the interview, referred to them as ceremonial swords. And they even took the 2 wooden swords here. None of those swords are combat ready. Every last one of them is for ceremonial purposes. So what did they take and what didn't they take? So they're trying to influence my philosophy and provoke me by removing the martial art element from my philosophy, because everyone who is from the opposition view is an insufficient little bitch. They couldn't possibly dream of having martial arts insight, and they do not want me to highlight that. So now I brought out my other training equipment. You see how I train with different things, okay? It's not just a theory I have. I've been training for 20 years and studying this stuff. And I'm on record as a 13-year-old, as having psychotic features. So you can imagine that's why I was extremely athletic before I even went into martial arts. I was a very angry man, a young man who wrestled a lot, his kid shit. And that led me to having a very serious martial art philosophy, as opposed to a bitch made one. This is the staff from Horus's statue. This is the feather from Anubis, and I combined it. So yeah, you see how unreasonable and sick in the head they are? Of course, did they remove the Viking hat, the signed Viking hat? Did they take it in for safekeeping? No, they didn't. Big Brother knows I was talking the other day about how they banned martial arts, the capoeiras and whatnot, okay? And then they took the martial arts stuff that was outside, right? That is not combat ready, that was obviously for training purposes. It was symbolic of them having a problem with my martial arts. And all of you know that I was in Santa Cruz the other day, and also by the dam. So this happened while I was gone. I swear to God, this is not me making this up. They are really that unreasonable, and they really overstep their bounds, because I'm the top martial artist, and they cannot give one logical example of someone who could possibly beat me, with the same true principles of martial arts: timing, dexterity, maneuverability, agility, precision, strategy, speed, physical contact, wit. Like Ali said, I outwit them, and then I outhit them. It is oppressive to be an emotional little whining little kid who forces your philosophy on someone in pitiful ways by provoking them to get drugged up and holding things over their head, especially if you set up the situation to hold it over their head.
They're in the garage. What was the problem? But because we thought you left, so we're 70 for you.
No, it's fine. Thank you. Sorry for being upset there. I didn't know what was going on. I came home and the house was all locked up.
Because when I came, the mother said you had moved to Santa Cruz. So I said, well, since you're no longer here for security reasons, we'll lock the doors. Okay. So when I heard the sound.
Sorry, I thought you said you were.
Yeah, so when I heard the sound, I thought it was an intruder.
All right.
Okay.
No, I don't blame him for looking kind of, when we get up in the middle of the night, we look that way. But when you automatically, it goes back to communication. Whether they're right or wrong, it all goes back to communication, and culture. And the culture clash and culture shock and everything that has to do with those things. Everything in between, everything related to culture clash and culture shock. And that occurs within families. Why do you think that parents are so hard on their kids and overprotective? Because they take a very cultural, imperialistic sort of stance.
War about power. Think about your future, not our demise. No, I can't do that. About money. Judges don't come cheap. That's true. That a crooked is crooks around. A war of wills. Mr. Schultz insists on coming uptown. I have no choice but to make my presence felt. Shit, tired of getting shot at. Tired of getting chased by the police and arrested. Niggas need a spot where we can kick it. A spot where we belong. That's just for us. Niggas ain't gotta get all dressed up and be Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where do niggas go when we die? Ain't no heaven for a thug nigga. This is why we go to Thug Mansion. That's the only place where thugs getting free. You gotta be a G. At Thug Mansion.
Can you look me in the eyes and tell me that I'm a racist that's going to let a bunch of international Satanist scum, abuse your people?
No,